Hello everyone, Adam here, and today I will be talking about The Outer Worlds and tell you how amazing this game is. This gem of a title provides an outstanding space adventure full of customization, weapons, gear, interesting characters, lots of areas to explore, and most importantly, incredible lore is what I was hoping for. It was very hard to stop playing this game to make this video, and I will try hard not to put any spoilers into this video. For that purpose, I'm going to try and stick to the beginning area of the game. The Outer World has you waking up from cryosleep as one of the passengers within a ship. Soon you're thrown onto a planet to figure out the true natures of the corporations that run everything. You'll explore several incredible worlds and encounter a lot of diverse characters to interact with. The game's combat feels more grounded, and the amount of customization is staggering. You can even customize your allies with unique perks, tactics, and armor. In most cases, the game encourages you to wander around, talk to people, and take on side missions, which is incredible and something I highly recommend that you do the first time you start playing this game. Best of all, the game is very stable. Given the scope of the game, I came in expecting bugs and issues, but nothing major happened. The only annoyance was from a technical perspective. The game will occasionally load while you're exploring the environment, which wasn't too bad. For perspective, I was playing on the Xbox One X. The game's universe is just as captivating. This section of the universe is dominated by corporations. In fact, the first town I came across set the tone of the entire game, with a gravedigger explaining how people who die rent their graves and the next of kin has to pay those fees. I am not joking. At first, I thought this was a complete joke. I was floored by the time I took on the side mission and found out that the cannery treats the people who work in this town like objects, and the people are okay with it. In fact, it's part of their culture, even going as far as to confirm that killing yourself is considered vandalism to the company property because your property. Of course, you do get people who hate this way of thinking, similar to those who follow it. The core narrative is pretty short, but the sheer amount of content here more than makes up for it, and it's all quality missions. The multiple worlds you'll explore have ample areas waiting to be unearthed and raided. I do like the small maps that you are able to explore, as it provides more condensed exploration, and the lack of one large map means there are a lot more diversity in the environments. Each planet has its own biome and people. In the first town you'll explore, you'll find people who are company slaves in this cannery, but in another town you may find more relaxed citizens. Everything has this type of specific tone and atmosphere to it. I would say that the only major issue I had with the Outer Worlds was the protagonist. They're a custom character who can do anything and accomplish the impossible, basically. So they have no personality and only become who they are based on your own actions. There are ample options for how you wish to tackle objectives, customize your character both cosmetically and gameplay wise, providing multiple ways of how you wish to tackle situations. In addition, players like myself who prefer to settle things diplomatically now have combat advantages who invest into those skills. For example, enemies will run scared if you have enough intimidation points. I also wish you could romance your allies, but there's no option for that either. However, despite this, I love commanding my crew. You are the captain of this interstellar ship, and you get to walk around your ship, which is called the Unreliable, which I find hilarious, and you see all your comrades interacting with one another. Even outside when exploring and taking on missions, your allies will sometimes add their own input into certain actions. I absolutely love this because I'm an old school Mass Effect fan, and I loved when my allies talked about one another, spoke about their actions, how they felt about one another, and it's here. It's so awesome. And that goes for the various factions you'll encounter as well, with a reputation system that determines how certain groups will treat you. The Outer Worlds stands on its own merits. I know a lot of people will try and compare this game to Fallout 76 and even see it as a spiritual successor to Fallout New Vegas, which Obsidian developed and was kind of burned by Bethesda when they didn't get that pay bonus because they were off by 1 point for a Metacritic score. But I also give credit to Obsidian because they did do an interview with Game Informer explaining that they didn't want their game to be seen as an attack on any other developer. But people are going to see this game as a spiritual successor to Fallout New Vegas, and for a lot of reasons. Many of the systems do take reference from that game. But regardless, The Outer Worlds stands on its own merits. It's a fantastic new IP that operates like a genuine video game. Clearly, a lot of passion went into this project, from its lore to the gameplay, and seeing all the things that could have been monetized and wasn't is worthy of praise. Get this game, support these developers. They made something amazing that will have you lost in its worlds for weeks to come. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta play this game some more. I absolutely love it. Please buy it.